So, viewers, we are live with Yowaz from Jamaica. How are you doing, Yowaz?
I'm doing all right. Great
Nice,
to be on
nice,
your show, and yeah. Which
nice.
which side you want? The Jamaica accent side or the regular?
We want
We
Yowaz.
could get, yeah, it's yours, it's me. I
Blessings,
am
blessings. So, first of all,
mhm.
before we start, we're going to chat
Great, thanks.
about Caribbean food first, and then we're going to chat about what you do. Yeah.
hmm
So, first of all, just say hi to the world, Yowaz.
Uh, hello, I mean, this is me. Hi, everyone, to all your audience
Blessings, blessings.
and
So, you're in
your food
Jamaica.
show. Yeah,
You,
Kingston.
you, you're in Jamaica. Tell me
hmm
about Caribbean food in Jamaica. Where do you get your Caribbean food from? What places would you recommend our viewers to go and get some good Caribbean food?
Okay, it's well, you're in Jamaica now, so it's not like you could just go to the best, because this is where all the chefs are. So, um, you can go on Red Hills Road and get some good. This is where everybody goes
So, where's that in
at
Kingston?
night. Yeah, in Kingston, there's a street called Red Hills Road, and it's lined out with all the vendors with different type of pork, different type of chicken, different type of food, and it's like a strip. So when you ride down the strip, you can choose from any kind of food type that you have. So it's one of them late night spots, when you go out late and you're hungry.
Right.
Uh, and then you could go to there's this place that I eat called Barrel. That's on Eastwood Park Road. That's also in Kingston. They serve up a good lunch. They have a variety. That's where I eat. So you can get oxtail there, jerk chicken there, honey roast. That's their special. I like the honey roast. The honey
Oh.
roast I eat there all the time.
And what part
So
of
that's
is that in Kingston as well?
yeah, that is in Kingston also.
All right. What part?
hmm That's central. I mean, it's in St. Angelo. I mean, that's
Right.
close to Halfway Tree. There's a
Oh,
place called Halfway Tree, most famous place in Kingston. You have to pass through there to go anywhere. Halfway Tree.
okay.
Yeah.
So just to ask you, like in Trinidad, when you want
Mm,
Caribbean food, and that would
mm,
be anything from like say palau, roti,
mhm.
say a Caribbean dish with some hard food and stew beef or whatever. If you
Uh,
want Caribbean food, normally you have to go in the morning for breakfast or lunchtime, say up to 2 o'clock. After
yeah.
2, 3 o'clock, it's mostly very difficult to find Caribbean food in Trinidad. Is that the same thing in Jamaica?
No, no,
Right,
no. It's on every corner,
right. And
and
they
it's
serve up till what time at night?
most of the restaurants that serve up food start serving like about 11 o'clock
Okay.
through about 3, 4 o'clock. So restaurants in Jamaica is on every street. Every street there is a restaurant. We don't have problem getting food. So we usually choose based on prices.
Right.
So we go on prices and taste.
Me
So
too.
break it down in between price and taste, because you can have good price, but then you don't have the taste.
Okay.
But majority of people in Jamaica here, you're gonna have a restaurant nearly every corner. You're
Okay. But
gonna
just to
find a
clarify,
restaurant.
that's 11 in the morning till 3,
to
4 in the
about 4
afternoon.
afternoon, right? You
Right.
get
Okay.
lunch.
Right. But like,
Dinner,
say,
it's a
yeah, if you wanted Caribbean food in the evening, say
mhm.
7, 8, 9 o'clock, there's not really that many options.
No, the options are down now. Now the prices change, the venue change, the atmosphere change. The venues that I mentioned, those are from 11 to 4. Those are to those are to accommodate people who work, need lunch, fast to go pick up food and then go back to work. So they have to provide that convenience of price and taste. After that, they're done. So
Right.
if you have to go eat, then you go eat at some restaurants, and
Right.
um,
And then you're
there's
spending
a
the
few
money.
restaurants. Yeah, you have to spend the money there. You're not gonna go and pick up and leave. You have to sit there.
Right.
So that's where the price change.
Right.
The food change also,
Or how do you
not
mean?
just in taste, but in presentation. Because you sit down, you're gonna have it in a plate. You can probably get it to go, but most time if you go there, you're more likely gonna sit and eat that.
Give me somewhere outside of Kingston that you'd
Mhm.
recommend our viewers to go and have some nice Jamaican food.
Um, okay, you can go to Ocho Rios and you could go to Montego Bay and Portland. Now, when you get on that side of town, it's a different format because they're not only catering to Jamaican, they're catering to tourism. So it's a different presentation, it's a different type, it's a different hours, different same food, but the presentation is different. So in those areas, you can go any time of day, any time of night, and get that food because they're presenting to tourism. So they don't want the tourists to come in and ask for food and
Right.
cannot get it. Yeah. But in Kingston, it's commerce. You have to deal with the commerce. People working, people have to go, people have to, yeah, so it's presented that way.
Can you give me a name of any of those? Mentioned 3 places. Can you give me a name of a shop from any of those 3 places that you might have tried
Um,
and think is good?
okay, you could go to Barrel on Eastwood Park Road. Um, you could go to um Joe's. Most of them name their names off themselves, so you could go to Aunt Mattie or Joe's, and uh, it's um, or Hot Taste. I can mention Hot Taste. Hot Taste is one of my clients. He does breakfast, lunch, but no dinner. His prices is good.
Right. And the
His
taste good
food
too.
is pretty good also.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the
but
main
he
thing.
beats everybody's price. He can give you a breakfast for one Jamaican dollar. Yeah, breakfast. Yeah, nobody beats his price.
Wow.
Yeah, you know.
Wow.
And
How,
like I said, Jamaican don't only serve Jamaican. They serve health food also, so you can get health food as part of your menu also, because that's how I switch up my diet. My diet consists of regular food and health food store. So I eat 3 times a week at a health food store
so so
and regular Jamaican jerk chicken and oxtail.
so when you say regular food, you class regular food as not healthy food.
Well, I wouldn't say healthy, but it's or traditional. A better word, traditional food.
Right.
Jerk
Be-
chicken,
uh,
jerk pork, oxtail, stew beef, within that variety with the sides.
right. I
So,
I made a couple of programs over here One was called We Eat Bad, and one was called We Drink Bad. And it was basically
Right.
about how Trinidadians tend to eat
Mm-hmm.
a lot of foods that are either fried, um,
Right.
processed,
Right.
fast food, or sweets, candy, that sort of
Right.
stuff a lot. And
Right.
the, the, there's a reasonable amount of obesity and diabetes over here. How do you
Right.
find the Jamaican diet in general when people go to eat out? I mean, like over here, KFC is really, really popular. Give
Right.
me an idea of like the health situation in Jamaica.
Well, it's not going well because majority of the people here eat at KFC. The generation now tend to eat out much more based on the convenience of speed, time, and probably their work. So they eat bad. Uh, Jamaican food is pretty good, but it could do better.
Right.
It could do better.
Yeah.
Um,
I've noticed that with Trinidadian food, the amount of sugar sometimes is used in the dishes, the type of oil, not the healthiest of oils, and things like that.
right,
It's just those little things that need tweaking, and it could make the
right.
food really healthy.
Well, a lot of people eat based on probably the price or what they can afford. So sometimes it's just an economic difference based on how you can eat. I tend to try and eat in a sense where if I don't spend the money now on myself eating well, I'm gonna give it to the doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
And the
And also,
doctor he's gonna drive a BMW off me. So I rather eat mine now than give it to him later.
yeah.
So
And,
whatever it costs me a little bit more, but I figure you have to eat it now. Spend it on yourself.
and the comparison with cars, some people buy the best motor oil to put in their car,
Right,
but in the
right.
belly, they're putting in the KFC and thing.
Yeah, yes, yeah, right. They spend it, their
You know, the best
priorities are
engine
kind
that
of
they've
messed up.
got, they're not giving it the best food.
Yeah, yeah,
So can
yeah,
I
that
ask
is
you,
true.
what is your favorite Caribbean or Jamaican dish?
Oxtail. Yeah,
Oxtail is seeming
oxtail
to be a
going down.
very popular dish as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Oxtail. It's the what you call it, the Cadillac of food, if you have to put a term. The Mercedes of food here in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
when
it's
you
also
have that,
Mercedes prices now.
hmm?
I said it's also Mercedes or Cadillac prices
Yeah,
now.
yes, so yes, yes, you're right about that. It
Yeah.
is a Mercedes price, yes. Yeah, you know, not, I mean, you can do a healthier meal that's cheaper, but the taste, you just, but when I eat it based on a treat.
Right.
So when I eat it as if I'm treating myself. So it's like you go to Disney World and you treat yourself. So I don't really eat it 4 times a week or this.
Right.
Too expensive to eat it 4 times a week anyway. But you treat yourself, and that's how I enjoy it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I balance it with my health food habits. So
Yeah. I suppose one of the reasons that it's expensive as well. The cow's only got one tail. It
right,
it's not a lot of chefs can
yeah,
cook it properly.
yes, yeah,
And
yeah,
two, it does take a long time to cook as well, properly,
yeah,
from
yeah,
what I
yeah.
understand.
It does. Yeah, yeah, it does. It takes a little while. You have to pressure it so it becomes soft and moist
Right,
and give you that taste. If it's not done that way, you're not gonna enjoy it.
right.
So it's not a much people who knows how to do it. So if you find someone who can do it well, there definitely would be a return on them to their restaurant. You
True.
know,
True.
so
Okay. So let me ask you, what, in your opinion, is the national dish for Jamaica?
Ackee and Saltfish,
Right.
and that is actually a fruit.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fruit. Okay, I
Right?
thought it was a vegetable.
Yeah,
Okay. Right.
yeah. It's from what I know, it's a fruit.
Fruit. All right.
They
No.
cook it, and there is some health benefits to it, but I don't, can't tell you offhand. But uh, digestively, when you eat it, it's easy to digest. So I figured that's a good uh, scenario to give based on its health benefits. Because anything you eat that easily digestible should be good because it's easily processed instead of something that sticks to you.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know,
well,
so
meat,
that's the natural.
it's harder to
Yeah,
digest
that meat.
than
Yeah.
vegetable.
So I've and it's labeled as a fruit, so I figure it should be in the fruit category that you cook. Just as I think a restaurant the other day I ate, I can't remember the name. Uh, they cooked a fruit called jackfruit as a meal. I never knew jack. I used to just eat jackfruit as a fruit,
All right.
and they presented it as a meal. That's the first time I ever tasted it.
And how was
It's um, I don't think I can eat a lot of it. I think it should be a side instead of a meal.
okay?
So you just eat just a small amount of it and get the taste of it. I don't think it's something palatable where you should just have a big meal with sides now,
Right.
you know?
The way
But
you're
it's also a fruit.
the way you're saying jackfruit, is it anything similar to breadfruit?
No, no, it's a different one. It has a sweet taste. It's something that you pull out as a seed, and some people take out the seed, cook it, and eat it. So,
Right.
yeah, it has multiple use. So,
Okay. All right. When you was mentioning Ackee and Saltfish the other day, I was down. There's a place near me that sells jerk chicken. So I was
mm,
down there, and I ordered my jerk chicken, and there was three what I thought were Jamaicans talking by
mm,
the jerk chicken place. And when I went to talk to them, it was actually um, one Jamaican and two Trinidadians. The
yeah,
Trinidadians were talking with a Jamaican accent.
yeah. Oh, they were.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
so the.
I was speaking to the store owner, and
Mm,
I asked him if he sells ackee and saltfish, and he says no, they wouldn't sell it because they don't believe Trinidadians would eat it or like it. And the primary reason I can think of is ackee isn't meat. Trinis
right, right.
love their meat, you know.
Neat.
But
Right.
ackee
Okay.
and saltfish is such a wonderfully tasting
We
dish.
did.
We have it with festival. Have it with
Yeah.
I love it with boiled
Breadfruit.
dumplings.
Yeah. And breadfruit. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Really is a great meal, man. All
Well,
right.
that's what the one of the health food store that I eat, that's one of their top menu.
All right.
Ackee.
You sent me a few
Uh,
photos of like is that the health food store
and
you
yeah, that was Earl's, and they do no meat, no fish,
I
none of
saw.
that.
Right.
Yeah, not even fish they serve there.
Right.
It's just pure ital.
Yeah, because some people
So
say
it's
they're vegetarian, but they just eat fish. That's not vegetarian.
yeah. It is a meat.
Yeah.
Fish is a meat.
Pescatarian, not
Yeah,
vegetarian.
yeah.
But
But Earl does that. Earl is over by Red Hills Road. It's so
oh,
their menu is pretty wide. I mean, they have like curry mushrooms, and each of their meal they serve with yam dumpling, wheat dumpling,
oh,
and uh, uh, bananas, no meat, stew. That's a good restaurant to eat,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And then they have the other ones called Veggie Campus.
Oh,
Veggie Campus have a good meal that they serve called wings, which they cook cauliflower, and they fix cauliflower. Tastes just like chicken.
right. I've
You
heard
never know it's not chicken.
cauliflower is like if you once you know how to do it, you can get it to taste meaty.
Yes, it tastes just like meat. And that is what strays me now that whenever I have to leave and I have that taste, you don't really miss meat because it's cauliflower. And they serve it with callaloo. I mean, they're like, uh, I could eat there 5 times a week. That's how good their food is. And you
So
never miss meat.
the picture that you sent me a picture
Mhm.
of a meal there. It was in like in a styrofoam container. What was that meal?
Yeah, that was the wings. Cauliflower with callaloo with they had a beans roll that they cooked up. They they also, I've never seen they serve meat there, but the cauliflower seemed to gives you, if you need to stop eating meat, cauliflower is the best way to go because it tastes just like chicken, just not, you just don't have the bones in there.
So outside
Yeah.
of Red Hill Road, outside of Red Hill Road,
Mhm.
can you get vegetarian food, or is it only on Red Hill Road that you're getting vegetarian food?
No, you get other. No, you get regular food, but vegetarian restaurant here in Jamaica is very hard to find.
Oh,
That's like finding Jamaican food in Trinidad. Hard to find.
oh, okay.
In fact, both location that I mentioned only have one location. And I keep asking, open another one, so they only have one location. So anywhere you're in Jamaica, you have to drive to come and get it there.
I would have
And you
thought
have to
with
get it there.
I would have thought with Rastas and
Hmm?
ISL food, it might have been more popular.
Yes, but you, you can find a few. You got a few that's on wheels. You
Ah,
know, a couple of Rastaman in their car and they sell that and you catch it. But
okay.
sometimes you get it. If you don't get it on time, it's not hot enough. And from what I know, vegetarian food or you have to eat it hot. If you let it stays and get cold, it's not the same taste.
Right.
You have to definitely eat it right away, you know? So it's not easy to find.
All right.
It's
So,
simple to say that, but it's not hard to find. Not easy to find anyway.
so I'm going to ask you now about beaches in Jamaica.
Mhm.
Give me, I mean,
Right.
like everyone's heard of like, it's not really a beach, but everyone's heard of Dunn's River. But give me some popular
No.
beaches in your country.
Okay. Okay. I'm kind of the marketing director for the Bayview Eco Resort and Spa
Okay.
out in Port Antonio. And the beaches that we have out there is Frenchman Cove, private beach, just fabulous. One of the best beach you ever want to come to in Port Antonio. There's a few beaches, and some of the beaches now have been taken over by some of the hotels, so you can't even go there. So it's
Oh,
only a few beaches left that we're working with that people like, no, you can't cut off all our beaches.
yeah, yeah. Because I
So
thought
I
this
would
and
recommend,
it's meant to be open to the public.
no, there's some beaches that you can't even go. Yeah, there's some beaches that if you go, uh, there's only white people in there. And if you go there, people turn you back. That is not good.
It seems so wrong.
So yeah, it's wrong. You can't do that, you know. But I guess they cater to. I guess sometimes they do it based on process of elimination. So if you do it that way, then you eliminate certain. But they tend to eliminate everybody. I mean, you have a business, and sometimes you increase your prices based on you limit who, you know, but you let Jamaicans in who can afford it, you know, or even if you look a certain way, if you can afford it, yeah, come on in. But these beaches, even if you can afford it, they don't want you to come in. That's not good. Yeah, you know, I can't remember the name of the beach. I wish I could remember it to label it on your show to get it exposed. But if you, I have to recommend beach. You wanna, uh, Duns River Falls is good. Duns River Falls is it's it's what you call the most well-known tourist attraction. So you can't really let that. That's been in our island for years. It's like going to London and you have to visit the clock.
Yeah,
Um,
Big
yeah,
Ben.
you
Yeah.
know, so Duns River Falls would be one. Um, they have good beaches. They have a beach out in St. Anne's called Marley Beach, and it's not the Marleys who own it either. It's
Okay.
they just named it. I guess the guy named Marley, so they can't. The Marleys can't stop him. So, um, but Marley Beach in St. Anne's, Frenchman Cove in Port Antonio, and uh, you can go to Negril. Negril have the strip where you can just walk the whole beach in Negril. So Negril don't have one beach; it's just a long beach where you could go.
Right.
But Port Antonio is mostly waterfalls. If you go there, there's a whole lot of waterfalls than beaches. If you go anywhere, you're gonna get a whole lot of waterfalls to visit more than beach. So the beach is minimized and the falls are maximized in Port Antonio.
So it
While
sounds
you
like
go to,
that's going to be your favorite, Port Antonio.
yes, yeah, I would say Port Antonio. Kingston, I can't tell you about a beach in Kingston. You'd have to go to um, out, I think out in Harbor View, they have one. That's a public beach, but it's,
Yeah,
you
the
know,
beaches
it's,
in cities in most countries tend to be not the best beaches in the country. It tends
right,
to be the beaches outside of the city.
yeah, yeah, where they cater to a lot more other people than just the Jamaicans here, you know. So um, that's what I'd recommend.
So, what other Caribbean islands have you been to?
You know, I haven't been to any Caribbean islands. It's sad to say, but I've been to nearly all 50 states in America.
All
And I
right.
visited Europe and visited majority of Europe.
But never
Um,
the Caribbean.
never been to my own Caribbean.
So if you were to
uh,
say like you won the lottery tomorrow and you said, yeah, let me go to the Caribbean, what island would you choose?
uh, Tartola,
Say again?
Tartola,
Where's
Tartola.
Tartola? Where's that?
Um, where's that again? Turks and Caicos. I think
Oh,
it's over there by the Turks and Caicos.
okay.
Yeah. Why is it? Because it's small. I'd rather go somewhere smaller where the 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 landscape is not messed up, where it's more of a natural, you know, you know. And I would probably do Trinidad too. Do Trinidad.
Yeah,
I
you
have
got to
some
check out
friends in
that one.
Trinidad.
Yeah.
I'd come to Trinidad. Yeah, man. We say, yeah, boy.
Oh,
What, man? How it go?
what's the scene?
Yeah, what's it, boy? Yeah, boy. Yeah. I used to play for a Trinidadian football team
Oh,
named Samba Boys. Yeah, big up Samba Boys in Ohio. So I'm familiar with a whole lot of Trini boys, them, so I know the Trini boys,
cool.
so I'd probably more like to visit Trinidad.
All right. So you
Yeah,
like your football, yeah?
yeah. I
What's
still
what's your team?
play on Sunday. Hmm?
What's your team? Who do you?
Um, in Jamaica or Premiership?
Well, give us both.
In Jamaica, Arnett Gardens. I'm gonna do Arnett Gardens, and I'm gonna do
Say that again
Liverpool,
for me, please.
Liverpool, and Arnett Garden.
Arnie Garden and Liverpool.
Yeah, Arnett.
I think Liverpool
Yeah,
was playing today.
Arnett in Jamaica.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah, they
Liverpool
played
today
today.
against
Yeah,
Chelsea in some final, cup final. Yeah.
yeah. They played today.
Cool. All right. So
Mm.
now we're gonna talk about Yowaz and what you
Oh
do.
man.
You know? Yeah. Tell
Oh,
me what
okay.
Yowaz does.
Okay. My portfolio is very long, very, very long. Um, I actually run a multimedia agency where we do signs, logos, banners, uh, marketing, websites. We take small business and grow the business um, based on grassroots to productivity, getting up their social media network and their websites and their signs and their shirts and their hats and their ID so we give them the whole package because a lot of people nowadays based on business just think you just open a business and you just sit there and put out some flyers. That's the whole way. Nobody does business at that no more. If you're running a business, you definitely have to start. You have to look the part. You need that shirt with that brand on it,
Right.
maybe with a cap. Yeah, you need business cards. You need an ID. You need a website. You need a social media network, at least one or two. And basically that covers majority of how business work nowadays. So when you present that to any of your clients, a lot of people look at your business. If you have those things, they actually think you're legit. Without that, they think, um, most people will support you if you have an ID that represent your company and a business card and a shirt and a location and a website. Most people will support you. If you just put out a flyer without a name, without an ID, without any kind of, people will not support you. People will tend to support you. So that's what we do. We take small business and put them on the map.
Right.
So I definitely do this. Uh, it's strange that I do it without a staff. Yeah, I do it without a staff.
Just you.
I came up with, yeah, I did it through the concept that is online now called affiliate. So I'm an affiliate of the person who print business card. They give me a price
Right.
and they print it for me and I get it to my client. We get someone who do the signs, we do the signs and they get it. Not only that, I usually do all of those. So it's not like I don't know how to do it. I know how to do it. But instead of hiring someone to do it, we source it, which is much easier. And you get the right person that present it the right way. They make you look good, you go out. So anyone who's starting a business, you can't do it without a staff, you know. Um, and it's the affiliate way of working now, because you could stay at home and do affiliate program online on your computer from other business, and it work in the same way. So it's the same thing I do organically. So
No, it
buying
sounds
you now, you have to know what you're doing. So that yeah, you have to know what you're doing, because in case someone do something wrong, you know how to correct it. So you can't just open it and go tell someone to do something based on not knowing it, because you'll present someone with the wrong
mm.
business card color or something. You have to know the color and all of that. So um, we are online, and I design tourist T-shirt also. Um, Most of the T-shirt that I do them based on tourism. That's a theme. I stick into that theme. Tourism, basically, most of the shirt that I design them to a theme. What you call it? There's a story behind it. So you'd have to check it out. For example, uh, I did a shirt when Usain Bolt won the the 100-meter in Beijing in 2008, and I'm still selling that shirt.
All right.
It's called Jamaica. It's called Jamaica Run Things. It's just a phrase that Jamaica Run Things, you know. And I've been selling that shirt since then. So I have to thank you, Usain Bolt, on that. Say, you know, represent him and all of that. And we still have the record 958 working with. So I have a shirt 958 selling until someone break the record. I'll be selling that shirt. So we design on that theme, and I design for reggae artists. I design for CD covers. We do some what you call it producing. I produce a few acts, a few artists down here also. So my
So is that
portfolio
music?
is,
Video?
pardon me,
Is that music or video? The producing.
both of them. We do both. Yeah, music, videos, animation. I do have an animating series going on right now, where I create characters, and when I create the characters, dead or alive, we do them in real time. So the other day we did one with Desmond Tutu. We did one with George Floyd. So anything within the news, we create that character and represent in the animation form, you know, either positive or saying something that's beneficial to someone.
Now,
Sometimes we do a little comedy too.
yeah, I went to your Facebook page and I saw an animation with,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a girl and a guy, and they was talking in a thick, heavy Jamaican accent, but I couldn't really make out what they were saying. But yeah,
I think that one, I think that one was with when Shay Carey got came last in the race.
oh,
So we did a video with Shay Carey interviewing her, asking her, "Oh, you came last," and she went on the camera and started talking with you. The person. If you come last, usually you go to the locker room and kick the locker. You don't go take up the mic and talk. So she did so. So I kind of did uh, a little skit telling her why Jamaicans are so fast. And for people who out there don't know why Jamaicans are so fast is when you're young, people, your mother usually send you to the store and she always tell you to run and get it. So everybody, when you're young, we run to get things. We don't walk. So that's how we end up being sprint factory in
It's quite
Jamaica.
amazing what Jamaica is doing with their athletes. I mean, like good 10, 20 years, they've just been dominated.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we've been dominated before, but remember, it's the anti-doping came in and eliminate the dopers. So when you eliminate the dopers, you end up with natural people. So we actually was naturally from what's his name, Herb McKinley. From Herb McKinley days. If you check back, Herb McKinley was probably as fast as Usain Bolt. But we had people who were doping. So the dopers are left out. So we're all under one platform naturally. So we end up being that natural. And like I said, when you're young, your mother always send you to the store and she tell you, run and go get it, not walk. So everybody is fast down here. Not as fast as you saying, but we all fast.
So Yowaz, if the public wants to get to your website, to your social media, how do they find you?
You could go to yowazja.online
Oh, okay.
and you'll find all the links there. yowazja.online. And you'll probably find the shirts, you'll probably find all the work, you'll probably find some of the music, some of the videos we do, and some of my information probably on Bayview and what's going on with the resorts and how we bringing it back and most of the things like that, you know.
So can they also find you on? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah, most of that are on the website. So if you go on the website, all the links are there.
All right.
Yeah. Or just type in Yowaz.
If you got
Yeah.
any either sponsors or any people that you want to give a shout out to?
Um, yeah, I want to shout out to a couple of friends in Trinidad. I mean, you know, Trevi or Wayne Diaz. I don't know. I haven't seen them in years. Wayne Diaz. I know Wayne Diaz, hope he's okay. Trevi and Gia and a couple of guys on the football team. And shout out Earl's at Red Hills Road and Veggie Campus that I eat. And who I can't think of anybody else.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I just want to thank you
Uh,
for spending your time here with us, with the audience, telling us about Caribbean food, telling us about
right,
yourself, telling us about beautiful places in Jamaica. Thank you so
right.
much.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I don't know how I end up uh, being on your show, but thank you. I've never been on a show before, so
This is your first
this
podcast,
is
yeah?
new to me. Yeah, yeah, it's my first. Yeah,
Oh,
now I know how it works, so I didn't even know how it worked.
okay. Well, that's the
Yeah, you know.
technology
But
nowadays.
you do have a you do repeat again?
No, I said technology nowadays is amazing. You could chat to anyone, anywhere,
Yeah,
practically.
yeah, yeah. We developing a animated series that we're trying to do now that uh it's in the works, but we're still playing. It's just an idea. Plus, also we're releasing a chess game, a three-dimensional chess game. I don't know it. Let me see here. Here is something a little view of it.
chessboard.
Yeah. It's a chessboard.
So what makes it 3-dimensional?
You can pull it apart.
Oh, okay.
And you could twist it 3 different ways to play chess.
All
Let
right.
me get it.
Okay.
You can twist it.
I've played
Play
this
chess this way.
where it's got like a board on the bottom, a middle, and the top. And that was amazing. But yeah, this seems interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And
You can pull it apart.
Yowaz.com.
And you could fold it up. Yeah, you could see it on Yowaz.com, you know? It's never been done before. So we do it in wood, we would do them in glass, in PVC.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
No, I can see some of the, like, it seems to be steps to the pieces.
Yeah.
That's dimensional. It's not flat.
What makes it 3-dimensional.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, looks like we lost Yowaz there. But I want to thank all the viewers for watching. And yeah, check out the show which is coming online soon. It's going to be with all the information, all the pictures, all the graphics, all the videos, and all the contact information. Thank you so much, viewers. Blessings.